catching drip from my wall. Yeah.
Looks like you lost another one.
See you catching drip from my wall. Shawty say it's my fault. Ooh, other side wall.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underwater FlyZone podcast. We're back here in the off season with my boy Zane Weston, the owner, CEO, all the above of Sourced Collections. How you doing today, my boy?
Dude, I'm doing really well. Just got back from the city a little bit ago, and now we're popping up on this.
So you say the city? You talking about KC?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we're up here in Maryville right now. It's a Saturday. We're out here on a Saturday night grinding because that's the type of people we are. Let's get it, baby. So you were in the city today. What were you doing down there?
We actually did like a little housewarming with one of my girlfriend's friends.
Nice.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, we got to get some free food. We brought them some gifts.
That's always a dub right
and
there.
then where I shop is actually like 5 minutes away from where they're at.
Clutch.
So I was like, I might as well hit two birds, one stone.
You got to hit the
Absolutely.
thrift, baby. Let's go. So this is actually in this off season. This is the second vintage thrift sellers that I've got on. This is just one guy. If you remember NVT, that's your wholesaler? Correct?
He actually helped me start off. So like whenever I was getting the ball rolling, I was like trying to get stock. Like it was hard for me to make it to the city every day and do all that. So they were wholesaling me, plugging me for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. So for what I'm saying, shout out NVT, baby. New vintage
sure,
thrifts. Shout out new vintage thrifts. But today we got Sourced Collections up in here, and I just want to start off by saying Zane's one of my homies from up here in Maryville, up here at college. If you've been tapping into the vlogs, have you been to the last two? I think you have been.
Yeah, that party on Friday where they were breaking the deck. That
Yeah.
shit was crazy. Yeah, I swear.
That was crazy.
Dude, they were going wild out there.
Yeah, bro. So Zane's been in my last two vlogs. Obviously, he's one of my homies up here. We're both entrepreneurs up here in Maryville at college, which is actually kind of rare to find. I've noticed at least. But so obviously we're pretty tight. But I don't know a ton about you, bro. So I just want to start off by asking, who are you? Like, who is Zane Weston? Let the people know. Who are you, bro?
So technically, I'm from like St. Joe. That's where I was born. But I lived there for like maybe till like preschool almost. And then my dad, they like lost the house. And then we moved up here close to Maryville, not quite, like 10 minutes outside.
Nice.
Started rebuilding our house. Started going to this like small school, 200 plus kids. Shout out Nottoway Holt, bro. That's where I'm from.
That's
where I'm putting on right now.
That's where I'm student teacher.
Are you serious,
yes,
bro?
bro? I think so. Either Nottoway Holt or Maryville.
That's crazy. What?
Nottoway Holt, baby.
Or high school?
High school.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. But all right,
That's
sorry.
awesome. No,
Nottoway
you're cool.
Holt,
You're
baby.
cool. But yeah, Nottoway Holt, and then I just started there first grade. And then just worked my through all the way to senior year, and then kind of started to like follow the whole process of like going to college. Northwest is like, I mean, in Maryville, so that's like 10, 15 minutes away from that school. So it just seemed like the best possible outcome.
Yeah, so I guess my next question would be, how do you like college, being an entrepreneur, owning a business, even though it just got started a few months ago? How do you like being in college? Honestly,
I don't.
you
Yeah,
don't,
no,
you don't?
I don't.
Okay. So what's the reason behind not necessarily liking being in college?
Well, it's honestly like, it's a lot of things. That's the
cat up in here.
Like a lot of things, man. Like it's just so time consuming. Like, and especially if you're not like committed and you don't want to work a 9 to 5, and you're like, because I feel like a majority of the time when you go to college, like it's a requirement for something that you need to do in your life. So like you're trying to be a teacher, right?
I guess.
Right. So like you got to go through those steps.
Yeah.
But like personally, me, I don't really know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I just know that I want to make money and be successful one day. So.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, to me, college is like, right now it's taking up so much of my time, bro, especially about being, I don't know what you're involved in. Are you involved in much with the university?
No.
That's probably the best thing you could have done, bro. Because I've gotten myself as president of a fraternity. I'm leading some retreat in like a month, and then I'm, shout out the Newman Center, by the way. It's going to be a fire retreat, but I'm leading a retreat. I'm doing all this stuff, bro. I'm up for Homecoming King too. If you're watching, vote for me, but.
Yeah, you got to vote for this, man. Come on.
But anyways, it's like, you just get so involved and then you lose your priority list. And I know in my head my top priority is Underwater FlyZone, but my actions and my time has to go towards school, this, that. Like nothing involving what I actually want to do. So yeah, I agree with you there, bro. It's tough for sure.
It's just like, I love college. I love the atmosphere, and I think it's important to like be here because it's a great place to like network whatever you're trying to work on.
100%.
So that's what's like keeping me in, and like if I just have that piece of paper, like I've already put so much time into it
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
I might as well just like finish it out.
How close are you from graduating?
I should be a senior, but I am a junior, so like
Yeah.
I'm hoping with like how I got things planned out with an internship with those 6 extra credits and
Yeah.
then taking some summer classes. We're looking at like this year and then a semester.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of here, get graduated. Because
Swear.
at the end of the day, bro, we are so, like, I'm 22, so I got in that mindset like 2 years ago. Actually, it was more like going to my junior year. I was like, bro, I need to get out of college. Like, I know I'm not trying to do what I'm here for. I'm trying to like start my own thing. That's when I started Underwater FlyZone and stuff. And I was like, get me out of college. But then I was like, dude, I'm so young. I'm 22. Let's just get it over with. Let's finish what I started. So that's where I'm at with the whole school thing. But that's not even what we're talking about today, y'all. Let's get into something else. Let's get into what is Source Collections. Before I ask that though, like how'd you even get into wanting to become an entrepreneur? Like, where's this even come from? You know?
It's honestly a tough question.
Like I feel like all people that want to get into something where they're starting their own thing kind of realize in a way, like, I don't want to be working under somebody. Or I don't know, maybe that for me, I was like, I don't want to spend my life. The way I look at it is, you look at a car, right? Mm-hmm. The car was made by a car company.
Right.
And the tires on the car were made by a tire company. All this stuff was made by all these companies. These companies didn't just form. There was someone with a dream and a vision that made that company happen. And then he or she, whoever owns the business, has all these people working under them to advance their dream, essentially. Right. And I was looking at life and I was like, bro, this is the only life I get. I'm not trying to live my life advancing someone else's dream. I'm trying to do my own. So, like, I guess that's, for example, that's what it is for me. What is it for you? Like, what made you be like, you know what? I'm trying to start my own thing, essentially.
I've worked a lot of jobs. So, like, I started out at Hy-Vee, and then I've worked concrete. I've worked at Kawasaki. And honestly, when I worked at Kawasaki, I was, like, broke. I didn't have any money. I had to pay for college. So I was going through that, and that factory work, like $16 an hour, kind of like what you were saying, like you're progressing their company forward and you're getting $16 an hour for it. So that's like, that boils down to like $500-$600 a week.
Yeah, and you could outwork everyone there, but you're still going to be making $16 an hour. You
so
may get a promotion.
So why not dedicate all of that energy and time and all that effort into something that's like yours that you can expand and make bigger and just keep levitating it and making it go up and up and up.
Yeah.
Instead of just.
When did you exactly start Source Collections?
August. Or hold up, I'm gonna whip this out really quick.
You say cool. August, so it's been like a month about.
Well, I kind of started this summer, so like I was working concrete this summer, and it's ass. I don't know if you guys have ever worked concrete, but it's just not the vibe.
It doesn't sound fun. It does not sound fun.
So like after being 100 degrees out on asphalt, working middle of the day, I just decided that I wanted to pursue something, and like a little bit, like I would say my actual junior year, I went to St. Joe and we picked up a few shirts that weren't my size, but they were cool. Yeah. And I brought them back and I sold them on my Snapchat story. And I was like, if I could do that once, I can do it again. Yep. So I just started doing it more and more when I was working concrete because I was like pretty local to By the Pound where I go to shop. It's where I get a lot of my stuff. It's like a little hidden gem for you guys that are going to watch this. Baby. But it was just super close to there, so I just started like going there, hitting Savers, Red Racks, just anywhere that I could that was close, local, where I was working at the time. That's sick. And then I just started building it off of that. So I would say about August. I'm trying to pull up my calendar really quick because it was so like today's a couple weeks.
It's October 1st. That's crazy. It's October. What the heck? Yeah, it's October 1st. So it's been 2 months about. So you didn't start it too long ago. I forget why I even asked why you started, but I think I'll go into what is Source Collections? So anybody watching, they may be like, Underwater FlyZone has Source Collections on. What is that? So how would you explain what your brand is, essentially?
So it kind of started off as a resale, and like I like dope clothes, so if I can provide other people for dope clothes, then like they're cheap too. It's not like I'm overpricing these. Like if I get them for like $1, like I'm not gonna like jack it up and sell it to $25. Like I'm gonna give somebody like a $10 to $15 shirt, but like also keeping in mind like my energy and everything putting into it, but also providing people with cheap clothes. Because like anymore, I feel like with inflation and just everything else,
it's crazy, bro.
Everything's just like skyrocketing on prices.
Crazy, bro.
So I would say that kind of like implemented a little bit into it, but then like I don't just want to be a resale. Like I want like a brand because if you just have a resale, like, you can buy and sell whatever over and over again, but like I feel like there's no real meaning to it unless you like create it into your own like your own piece, and you like market, copyright it, and turn it into your brand.
I feel you, bro. That's for sure. And also, he's not up here capping when he says he's selling dope stuff for good prices. This hat he sold me right here. Does it focus? This
no,
hat
it's on
right...
his face still.
Well, this hat right here, y'all, fire hat. Bro sold me for like $10.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't, if you go to Lids for this hat, you're paying $45. So
that's facts.
He's got a bunch up here. I'll put it in the intro of the video. You probably already seen it if you're watching. He's got a lot of dope stuff and more dope stuff coming. Shout out to the USA hats up there.
Yo, shout out to my dad for those, bro.
Okay, well, let's get into that real quick. Can we tell this story?
Yeah, I'll just kind of skip some parts.
Yeah, okay. So hold up, let me grab one of these, bro.
It's actually fire.
Yeah, so he's got about 10 of these. He's got about 10 of these USA hats. Let's.
So pretty much,
what's the
man,
backstory?
my dad, he is an OG. Like, he's just like, he's always been like supporting everything that I've ever done, no matter if it's the t-shirts that I'm doing now or if I was like playing football back in high school.
Shout out Mr. Weston.
Yeah.
That is sick.
But nah, he brought me 10 of those hats. I'm not going to disclose the location, but he definitely came in clutch and brought 10 hats to me, and he didn't charge me anything, that's for sure.
He didn't get them for a very high price.
Yeah, that.
Man, the stuff I wish we could say. That is so funny, y'all. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a dope hat, good prices. Everything you see here, he worked hard to get. He's got it, and he's getting it to the people. I might be copping this here a little bit. So
That Kansas, hey, that's an old starter too. That shit's pretty.
That's
fire.
what I'm saying, bros. Those, if it's a starter, I mean, you ain't selling that cheap though.
Right.
That's gotta be a top. That's gotta be a top.
I mean, I told you what I paid for it.
Yeah,
I'll give you a little bit around there,
We'll
bro.
see,
I just
we'll
need to
see
make
what
the money
happens.
back.
I'm definitely gonna cop something. I think that's one thing too. Being up here in Maryville, I feel like you probably have a lot of the same supporters that I do, because people have the mindset of I want to support people, or they have the mindset of I don't care to support anyone. Like, it's funny, there's people out there that will repost a Drake song but refuse to repost their friends' music.
Right.
I'm like, Drake doesn't care, bro. I don't understand that.
He's
type
making
of stuff.
millions off that. So
Yeah, so it just shout out to all the people out there that do support though, because it's funny because like I said, you probably have the same supporters as us, because there are people out there with that mindset just to support.
Right.
And that's how I've always been. Just if one of my homies is starting a brand called Source Collections and he's selling shirts, every time I see him, I'm gonna cop something, because that's just, I feel like that's how you should be. And
that's
Alex,
all love too.
yeah, literally, Alex, if you're watching, vouch for me here. I've dropped half my savings account on Cleverful's merch.
That
so.
shirt is fire. Is that from recent or?
This is an old drop, actually.
Okay.
When was it? I think this is right. This is like one of the first things I copped from him, because it was like when I did my episode with him. But,
Right.
yeah, but all right. Next question I wanted to ask is like, I don't know. This might be kind of corny, but your why. Like, what is the why behind going into the vintage game, making sourced collections? What is like the deeper motivation for doing all this stuff?
So I would say a little bit of like, I did a little bit of homework on like how you're supposed to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And like, if you go and you do it right, you can pull really good profit out of it. So like, if like, I don't want to say that and like mean that I'm like trying to like make loads of money off of it. It's just like, you can go in and you can find cheap clothes.
Yeah.
And you can find fire stuff. Like,
Exactly.
I found like a 1994 in the bin single stitch the other day, and it's like $50-$60 on eBay. So
that's
like,
fire. That is
so
fire.
I guess my why of jumping into it is because it's like, it's not easy, but it's just like easy, like it's laid out in a good way. Like it's not too hard to go and get your product and then sell it. Like the hardest part of it is to sell it. So like, I don't really know where I'm going with that.
Yeah,
part of it, but
I mean, the hardest part is definitely like just making sure people are copping, because you don't want to go drop $100
and then not make any of it back.
Yeah, literally. That's I'm actually going to be doing my own little thrift drop here soon.
Really?
I was going to do it this week. I'm probably going to do it next week, but I'm just sitting here like, dude, I spent $125 on all these shirts. I hope they sell.
Hey, bro, I'll cop one.
Hey, if you want, bro.
It's all love,
If
but
you want, that's dope though.
more in the why. like, I guess, so I chose vintage because of the way that you can source the stuff and, like, find it and just, like, how the process works. But, like, my why of becoming an entrepreneur is, like, dude, honestly, my dad. Like, that's where it all boils down to. Like, that dude's been through hell and back, and he's done everything in his power to not make me go through the same type of shit that he's been through.
Yeah.
So, like, that shit sticks with me for a long time. So, like, if I can make my life better and push my life forward to where I can support him and he doesn't have to take care of himself and work a 9 to 5 anymore, like, that's what pushes me to keep going and going and going, and then just, like, put things on lock for him and for, like, not just him, but, like, other family members, but, like, specifically, sorry, Mom, if you do end up watching this, I do love you, but
I do love you, but
it is, like, it does source a lot from my dad, though, for real, because, like, he's a single parent, so, like, he's just been there, like, from first grade to, like, now.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Again, shout out Mr. Weston. Dude.
Yeah, for real, man.
That is awesome.
GOAT.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's important to have that why and have that, like, driving factor, because when times get tough, I mean, I'm sure you've already experienced tough times in the short time you've been doing this. When times get tough, a lot of times for me, I'll be sitting in my room and I'm like, is this really worth it? Is all this work that I'm putting in and getting, like, not much return, is it really worth it? And then I'm like, what am I doing this for? So that's what will keep you going in those hard times. And I guess just speaking of that, what are some hard times you've faced so far in this process of starting up your brand?
Man, honestly, finding stuff.
Yeah.
Some days I go out there, I hit the bins, and I'm just like, I'm tired, the drive killed me, and I'm not finding shit. Like, it's just straight mids in the bins and on the racks, and, like, the clothes suck. And I'm like, man, this sucks. Like, I just want to go home.
You drove all the way out here for what?
And then I'm like, well, like you said, I drove all the way out there. So I put 2 hours into the drive, the $30 to get there and back already. So I'm like, this trip has got, like, I got to make it worth it. So I got to get back in there and make it worth my time.
That's dope. Have you dealt with, like, actually, I actually know the answer to this. Have you dealt with any haters? I know this
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't gotta, obviously, talk specifics, but
I've had a little bit of hate, and, like, honestly, the time at the hate, like, everybody was intoxicated. So, like, I can't even, like, really put too much onto it, but, like, what it all boils down to is if you're gonna sit there and, like, down somebody for something that they're trying to do, that's just going to come back negatively on you in some way, shape, or form.
And also, like, you got to look at that person and be like, you know what? Who really has the time and energy to hate on someone? Because time and energy are your two most valuable assets in life, because you only get so much time. This is some crazy stuff, but there is a clock ticking, a time clock ticking. There is an alarm clock on all of our lifespans. How are you going to spend a second of that not knowing? None of us know how long it is. It could be 70 years. It could be 70 hours. You don't know, bro. Like,
could be tomorrow.
Exactly. So how are you going to take that time that you have and use it to hate? And you wake up every day with a certain amount of energy. How are you going to spend a slight, even percentage of that energy putting hate out? And if someone has the ability to hate, you just got to realize that that's more of a reflection of them. Because, like I said, dude, no one that understands that they're driven for something and has a dream can even take the time out of their day to hate on somebody.
Right.
And also it shows a lot of insecurity, and it shows a lot of jealousy. I think the three biggest reasons people hate is either they're insecure, jealous, or they're afraid. And it's like, why do I hate Tom Brady? Because he's freaking good, bro.
Right,
like, I wish he was a Chief. Like, I love Patrick Mahomes, but, like, I wish he was a Chief during the time he was popping off, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an example. But I don't know. Just don't. My advice to you and to anyone watching would just be don't take anybody's hate personal.
Right.
Just realize that, hey, they're reflecting something broken within them. So yeah, I don't know. So, just some wise words from a man that knows something, I guess.
It's definitely not anything I've taken to heart.
Yeah.
Like when me and this dude were beefing over this stuff, I mean, I was a little salty in the moment. Like I said, a little bit of alcohol was involved, but I mean, that's no excuse for it still, for him saying or whatever, or me, responding how I did. But
but at the end of the day,
we're here.
So. It's in the past, baby.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we get into some stuff about reclaimed waste. Shout out Reclaimed Waste.
Dude, they got fire fire materials they be working with.
So you got a little collab with them. First of all, if you don't know who Reclaimed Waste is, it's another Maryville entrepreneur that I will be getting on soon. Just met her yesterday. So, yeah, that's going to be fire. Be looking out for that. But got a little collab coming. Let's hear about it.
So, like, it's kind of like a varsity jean jacket, something like this.
Yeah.
A little bit thicker. Dude, I just pulled it out of the bins. It's got a couple stains on it, but it's just so plain. So I gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's working on it now. I don't know when she's got it planned to drop, but it's gonna be a one of one, and it's gonna be fire for sure.
Be looking out, baby.
I think she's gonna do some like patches over the like stains and stuff, and then replace the sleeves.
Like what type of patches?
I don't know. Yeah, I just gave it to her and I was like, dude, run with it.
Dude.
I trust her doing. Like I've seen her stuff. Like I'm sure you've looked at some of it already.
Yeah, it's fire, dude. That's
it's
awesome.
definitely something I just want her to like do like the way that she's been doing it. I don't want her to switch over to like what I want to do because I mean I don't mess with the clothes, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want her to put her imagination into it and just make it great like everything else she got.
Dude, yeah, that's gonna be fire. Definitely be looking out for that. I'm gonna be looking out for that, so might get to it first, but
maybe.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, that's fire. So my girl's up in here helping us record, doing some behind the scenes work. I have a little question. Do you have any questions?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, I told Macy, I was like, because Macy, when we came in here, if you watched the last vlog, when we came in here for on the vlog, Macy dropped like $50. We got so many shirts.
Spend more money.
But what you got, Macy?
Oh gosh, Foster, I wasn't even thinking of anything.
Oh gosh.
Okay, how about?
Excuse me.
Have you always like shop for like vintage clothes like your whole life?
Nah, I mean, if you were to go take a look at my room, I've definitely had a hype beast era, like
the hype beast era, baby.
Like Supreme and stuff. That's honestly what I originated from, and then I kind of like started getting into skating a little bit more and realized that I couldn't wear that nice stuff out.
Yeah.
And go skate because you just ruin it. So I tried to like start switching over my style a little bit, or at least while I was out at the skate park doing my stuff. And then it just kind of started to take over for real. Like I'm starting to like to rock old t-shirts and jeans rather than like my Bape hoodie anymore, which is weird, but
that's cool though, bro. But I just think it's dope that we're out here on a Saturday night recording. Downstairs they put the music back on. You can probably hear it in the background. It's like, I think that you got to understand you're going to have to sacrifice some nights. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to be able to, if you really want to make your dreams come true, you're going to have to sacrifice some Saturday nights out at the bar. You're going to have to, sacrifice some money, go and drop in money on shirts, realizing that, hey, I'm going to put something into this right now, but I will get something out of it.
Right.
So, I don't know. What's been your experience with that? Like, would you say you have sacrificed a lot already?
Well, I definitely, it's only been a month, so, I can't sit here and say that I've done a whole bunch of things, but at the same time, today is an example, it's tailgate, I went to the city, missed the tailgate completely, stayed extra to buy the pound and get some more clothes, but a lot of Friday nights grinding, and then I just, I don't go out. I'm actually about to participate in Sober October.
There we go.
I don't know if anybody's familiar with that.
I'll be participating for sure.
You've been participating all year, though.
I've been participating for 22 years. But
yeah, bro. Hey, no, that's respect, though. I couldn't do it.
Dude.
But
you have self-discipline. It is tough. And you're going to practice that for the next 31 days. I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm going to try, bro. I'm going to need somebody to hold me accountable.
I got you, bro. I got you. It's all about just... I feel like, this probably isn't you, but there's a lot of people out in the world that really don't want to drink. To be honest, I can't be the only 22-year-old that doesn't want to drink, you know? But the thing is people give into societal pressure. So I'm like, as long as you can just say no and don't be what's even called when what's it called? It's like when you're peer pressured, that's what it is. Okay. Don't give in to peer pressure, y'all, because you got to understand that if you know what you want and you know who you are, their opinions and them trying to push you to do stuff, that doesn't matter because that's not you. So I don't know, if you really want to stay sober for October, bars, you just gotta just make sure to remember if you really want to do it, don't let anybody deter you because that's what you want to do. That's you.
Right.
It's a self-respect thing at the end of the day. It's can you really accomplish what you want?
Right.
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, if you put your mind to it, I mean, I definitely do think it's possible. I do want to do it, Honestly, it's not even the alcohol. I don't have an issue with any of that.
Yeah.
It's just like nicotine, man. Like that shit's so addictive.
Oh, so you trying to get off all that?
I'm just trying to get off
Dude.
nicotine. Like that's my issue.
For that, you just gotta go with a whole different mindset for that, because I hear it's very addictive.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I mean, like I don't want to be on here like, you know, harping about like how hard it is, but like if you guys don't do nicotine, don't start.
Yeah.
Like
don't start for sure.
Don't
But
even...
I think for that, you almost gotta like make yourself feel bad for doing it. Like if you do it, bro, you gotta like have these conversations with yourself, like, I'm a loser. Like just call yourself all these things. And you're like, I gotta be better than. I don't know. That's a whole other thing we could get into. But I have another question. So a year from now, where do you want to be? Like, what are your goals a year from now with Source Collections?
So I'm hoping to be. I don't know if I want to move out of Maryville after this year.
Yeah.
But if I move out, I'm gonna hope to move to the city. Maybe get some pop-ups started up in there.
Okay.
Get some more networking. Maybe like turn it into more of like my job instead of like just a side hustle, because right now I'm like full-time with college, and then this is like my money making source right now.
Yeah.
But I would say pop-up shops, and then like I know you just said a year, but like my 5 to 10 is one day I eventually like want to have a shop. Like I want my storefront. Like I want people to be able to come in like this. This is kind of why I got something like this set up.
That's sick, dude.
Because if I can start getting my like, when people come in and buy clothes, if I can have them like get that experience and I can learn to give that experience, then when that day comes,
so what fuels that dream? That's interesting, because that's like a 10-year plan. So you're talking your 20s right there. Because that was my next question, was what's your 10-year plan? So that's like, you want to give your 20s, this is your one life, you want to give that towards this. So there's got to be a deeper reason. Like, what is your reason for that?
Dude, I'm just like kind of back on like the whole dad situation.
Yeah.
Like he was a single parent. Like we definitely like didn't have a ton of money growing up. Like I don't want to like say that we were like dirt poor, because we're definitely doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But we also didn't have like a whole bunch of money for extracurriculars and stuff. So like that's just always been my drive. Like I'd never want to be like low like that. I want to be rich, man. I know that's like so weird to say, or like
but you want it because you want it not because, I want to be rich and be cool, all this. You want it because your dad's your motivator. You want to give him something that you've never had, and that's sick, bro.
But like
that's
not
really
just
cool.
him. It's like you. Like if like say like I get rich, bro, I can invest in my friends. Like I can invest in my family. Like I can invest in everybody that's always supported me through the years.
That's sick. That's what I've always I've told my friends. If you're like close with me, you'll know this. I'm always like, I'm never gonna be a millionaire. Not because I couldn't, but because if I ever got to the point where I could be, I'm gonna dish it out. Because all the people that got me there, you don't get to that place doing this type of stuff without other people helping you.
Excuse me.
And I know who's been there from day one, and you probably do too. So that's fire, dude.
I think it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, and he's like, nobody's self-made.
No,
like,
literally,
nobody's
self-made.
I mean, you can say that, but what it boils down to is like what you just said.
Exactly.
There's always people that help get you to wherever you want to be.
Yeah, literally. And I think the money can sometimes make you forget that. But I'm gonna make sure, like, because I really believe this will be something, like the whole podcast type of stuff. I really believe it'll be something. So I'm gonna make sure that's my goal, to like never forget that. Because, dude, money is dangerous, bro.
Yeah, it's very
like
real.
you start. I don't know if you worked at Kawasaki. You probably got some nice paychecks there. I don't know.
Worth it, though.
It wasn't. Yeah, it probably wasn't worth it. But once that money hits, at least this was for me working at Walmart this past summer. $16 an hour to push a cart. Easiest job ever. Fun job, actually.
Really?
Get paid $16 an hour. Paycheck hits $900. I'm like, dang, I want to drop out of school and work at Walmart. But I'm like, bro, this is just Walmart.
Right.
Like, no, I'm trying to do more than that. So it's like money sometimes makes people forget. This is something that Revive. Oh, what were you talking about? Other Maryville. I feel so bad. Yes, resourced. Resourced.
Okay.
What's it called?
Reclaimed waste.
I'm gonna have to, reclaimed waste. Reclaimed waste, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Source collection.
I just met
Source
you.
Collections and then reclaimed waste.
It's been one day. I'm sorry. I should know by now. But she said this on a live last night. I was Instagram live last night. She was like, money makes people forget, or it was one paycheck makes people forget that they have actual dreams. That is so true, bro. Like, I was thinking about that at Walmart. I'm like, damn, I could really work here and do this for a minute and make some good money off of it. I can't let that money make me forget that I have other bigger dreams, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes that money can make you forget that you have people that even been supporting you. Money makes people greedy, so I guess it's just something to remember. Always make sure.
Stay humble.
Yeah, literally.
Stay humble.
Stay, and also stay on the rails. Don't go off the rails whenever you get big. You're like, oh, I don't know, bro. I can get into something else. But that's fire, though. So, I mean, you've been a supporter of the Underwater FlyZone for a minute. You watch the YouTube,
I try to
watch the videos type stuff. Always copping the merch, by the way. So, you've always probably, like, thought about, if I ever got on that podcast, I would like to talk about this. Have you ever thought about something like that?
Dude, honestly, yes and no, but like
I
don't know what I would bring up.
This is your episode, bro. So like, what would you want to get into? I like giving my guests like that freestyle opportunity, I guess you could say.
Well, I guess I could kind of ask you like, what do you look for like with clothing and stuff? So like, whenever I'm out looking for clothes, like it's hard to like find. Because everybody's got a different style, essentially. Yeah. So, like, it's hard. Like, somebody might like this, somebody might like that. So, like, when you're, like, shopping, like, what do you typically, like, look for? Like, what do you think other people...
I feel like my style is different. That's the problem. Like, I would love to answer, like, for the general population. But my style is, like, I love this shirt. This is one of my favorite Cleverful shirts because it's all big. I like loud pieces. There was one in here, bro. Which I want to show some of this off, dude. Like, bro, like that, since it's all big and stuff.
Like big graphic
pieces? I like big, bro.
Okay,
like,
that's what I like, too.
And I also like something simple like that, too, like if it's a team, like representing something. Mm-hmm. But as far as, like, just some random logo, I'm probably not going to cop a random logo. Right. Like, I want something with meaning. When I'm wearing something, and I think about when I'm like, okay, I'm recording an episode today, I'm recording a vlog today, what am I going to wear? Because I want what I wear to represent something. Like... I'll wear Clever Fools because shout out Clever Fools. Like, and I'll wear my merch sometimes, or I'll wear a shirt from you like I did in that one. Because I'm thinking like, what am I representing? Or I'll wear the Jayhawks because I'm a Jayhawk fan. Like, I don't like to just wear a shirt just to wear a shirt, you know. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I like to represent something I care about. So that's me. But then some people are just like, whatever, it's a cheap shirt, I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying?
They don't really care.
Yeah, or then other people are like, I'm not trying to wear loud pieces. I'd rather just have something simple. Or maybe it's not even simple. It's just like something real plain, you know?
Like a small on the front, big on the back.
Yeah, but for me, and for, I feel like some of the people I know, I like the bigger stuff for sure. Mm-hmm. What would you say, Macy?
I was thinking about this. I obviously like neutral colors. I kind of like trendy stuff, so like graphic tees.
Yeah. Those are huge right now.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for you, this is just an observation looking at the people I follow that do this, do similar stuff to what you're doing. NASCAR tees seem like they are selling, bro. Yeah. And I think they're probably hard to find.
Yeah, they are hard to find. That's exactly what I was about
to say. But if you find one, I wouldn't go too cheap. Like, I wouldn't give it out for $15. I'll probably up it to $30.
That's like my big issue right now is because I'm like so not focused on the money aspect of this.
Same,
Somebody will come in and I'm like, okay, I got to start making a little bit of money. And then people will come in and I'm like, all right, $10 a shirt.
Yes, bro. Okay, yes, I feel you. And, like, after this, whenever I cop something, like, don't feel like you gotta be like that. Because that's a problem I have, too. I'll be selling somebody a shirt, and in my head, I'm like, I'm doing $20 a day. Because the shirts I sell for $15, right? But I was like, nah, today I'm doing $20. From now on, I'm doing $20 because people are late to the game. Whatever. Right. But then when they're coming up to buy it, I'm like, hey, honestly, just give me $15. Right. Like, what am I doing, bro? Like, I gotta give an initiative to the people that got there early, you know? Mm-hmm. And now the merch is becoming more rare because I only have a few pieces left. So if you want to cop $30 hoodies, $25 crew necks, $20 shirts, that's my price right now. Come up to me in person though, I might be on some. It's a 20. Give me for 15.
Right, just giving people straight deals.
Yeah, bro. But I honestly think like that's a downfall in a way because you can't be doing that. Like you gotta. People don't even want to do that. People want to support and they want to pay what you think it's worth. So
I've had some people come in here and they're like, so do we get deals? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, but like, I mean, I try to like throw people good prices. Like if you come in and buy like 4 or 5 shirts, like I'm not going to charge you the price I got set for everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I throw pretty solid deals for
You
everybody
do,
to come
dude.
in
Yeah,
here.
that's another thing. If people are coming in, oh, give me a deal, you know, can I get the shirt for $10? And I'm like, okay, so you want me to make $2 off of it? So in reality, you don't really care about what I'm doing. So no, like that's.
Yeah, I stay pretty humble about it, but at the same time, like at the end of the day, as long as I make some sales and I do a little bit of networking and put my brand out there and maybe meet some new people, it doesn't bother me. So.
Exactly. And also right now, like I was saying earlier, we're so young. Do we really need to be making bank off of this right now? No. We're chill.
Yeah.
This is the start, bro. Like, this is just the start. We got, hopefully, you know, pray that we got long lives to live.
Right.
50 years of chasing our dreams. In 50 years, where are we gonna be? We're gonna be chilling.
I'm gonna be on a yacht one day, bro.
I hope, bro. I hope something like that.
That'd be tight.
What would be your say you made some good money to the point where you're chilling, like you know, I'm talking millions. Like what would you want to realistically do with that? Let's say not to the point where you like never have to work again, but to the point where you're like, okay, I made it, bro.
I mean, obviously everybody wants like a family at some point.
Yeah.
So like a house, nice car, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But kind of what we were literally just touching on, like I'm gonna make sure my homies, bro, like
Yeah.
like I mean, shout out to Tyler, bro.
Shout out,
yeah,
Johnny, great, yes sir.
Like him, and then just like I mean, I can keep on going. Just
Yeah.
other entrepreneurs, my homie Kale downstairs. Like,
Kale,
there's just all.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier. We have the same Wade Wallace.
Yeah, Wade's cool.
Wesley Wallace.
Yep. Hey, have you actually heard of Mitch Lamar? He does pottery.
I do not. He
Bro,
does pottery.
We were talking to him about, or I guess I was talking to him about you, because he was like, "Yo," talking to me about the Source Collections.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
sick.
"Yeah, we got a podcast coming up," and he was like, "Oh,
That's
yeah."
sick.
He's just some small talk about it, but yeah, he does firework. But
Dude. I'm gonna try to edit this up tonight. It'll be out tomorrow. That's fire. I'm excited to put this out because I hope this. I think I told you this before. I feel like every brand or every entrepreneur really needs like a solid podcast episode out there describing who they are, what they're doing. And I hope that this has been that for you. We could keep going, but this isn't the end. But we're like 38 minutes. But like, I hope that this. Oh shoot, the thing died. I hope that this episode can like be that for you though. But I'm gonna have to switch this camera real quick, so we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
it's not too bad so far.
Dude, no, I was like, damn, it's been 37 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Alright, y'all, so it's actually crazy. The camera didn't die. I ran out of storage on the SD card. So yeah, that's been dropping vlogs lately. 4K vlogs, they take up a lot of storage, but so like I said earlier, we got my girl Macy in here and she's about to take over the host for a minute.
Okay.
No, come in.
You want me to come in?
Yeah, you guys did that for a minute.
I look horrible.
No, you're good.
No, I don't.
Bro, you're repping right now.
Okay.
Macy got it for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Well, I was gonna say, how'd you come up with your brand name?
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good one. That's a good one.
So my girlfriend actually helped me with that because, like, dude, I was like thinking of so many different things to do. I didn't want it to be like too bland, but I wanted it to be able to where I could use the name as a resale account and also use it as a brand. So if I were to do like something like Weston's Vintage or something, it just like wouldn't come off right. And I figured like I'm sourcing clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So source, and then I'm turning it into a collection.
Yeah, that's something that I feel like will never go like out of style. Like
Right.
yeah, like that name I feel like. But
Good name for sure.
yeah. And then gosh, I was gonna ask you another one, which is like kind of not basic, but I feel like a lot of my friends and people like go to thrift stores and people say like, oh, you have to like dig deep, like you have to like really know what you're looking for, and it's hard for me to find like cool stuff at like thrift stores, so I didn't know if you had like a technique or anything.
So like I don't find, like, it kind of depends on what you're into. So like you picked up some shirts, like some graphics and stuff. I would go to the men's section.
Okay.
Because, like, they have a bunch of t-shirts. If you go to the women's side, it's mainly, like, sweaters, jackets, dresses, you know, just, like, stuff specifically just for them. But if you go to the men's, it's, like, more of a, like, for both sides.
Like unisex.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And then, do you want to take it away or do you want me to ask? I feel
One
like
more.
I could ask more, like... Okay.
One more. It's
Hey,
gotta
just
be the best
keep
though.
rolling them, bro.
Okay. Well, because I want it to be about like your like brand and all that stuff. Well, so what's like? Do you have one favorite piece that you ever like bought from a thrift store?
Like out of everything so far?
Yeah, like your whole like when you started.
Yeah, I don't. It's in my closet right now, but it's.
Great.
I didn't actually thrift it, but I mean I'm gonna consider it as a thrifted piece because I mean it's for this and I was reselling it, but it was from NVT and it's the World of Wheels 2005.
Oh, that's cool.
The
Is it
gray
like
one? Yeah, it's on my Instagram. So I can
me a
actually
pic.
show you.
We'll put
yeah.
it right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, perfect.
I'll throw it in.
Okay, thanks guys.
Here you go.
Yeah, that World of Wheels one is pretty fire though.
Dude, was it
I'm
the...
gonna just show you. Real quick.
Yeah, I forget which one it was.
This one.
Oh, yeah, that is fire.
Dude, I like the pictures I took for that one.
Mm-hmm. Those are cool. Wonder if it'll show up on the camera. Come on. You know what? I'll just
I got
throw
it
in. I'll just throw it in. So, I'll get a screenshot of that. But, alright, y'all. Zane, I liked to do something back in the day. Kind of went away from it. But at the end of the episode, I would say, what's a challenge for the listeners to complete in the week? For your case, it could be just a challenge to complete in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could think of anything on the spot, but
This might not like be be able to happen for everybody,
Yeah.
but it is Sober October and it is the 1st. So
it's the when y'all are watching, it's the 2nd, so you still got time.
So I would just say, like, if there's anything that you've been trying to put down, it doesn't even have to be like a substance, like nicotine, alcohol, any of that. Just anything that, like, if you just want to use your time better, or just whatever that you're trying to do, and just make sure that you lock down on it and just do that shit.
Yep, self-discipline, y'all.
Seriously.
I think that's a big thing too. Is I hear a lot about, how do you stay motivated? You know what? This is a thing for you. Maybe when you don't want to go to the thrift store, when you don't want to be putting work into your vision, source collections. Mm-hmm. How do you what's the motivation for you to keep going? I don't even think it's motivation. I think it's self-discipline, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like, I don't always want to grind. I don't always want to be editing Instagram reels, editing pictures, going to KC and buying thrift clothes for
Right.
you. I don't always want to be doing that, but I have to because I'm self-disciplined and I know what I want. So maybe I'm not feeling it, but I know it's what has to be done. So who cares what I'm feeling? It has to happen. So that's the thing for y'all. Like, if you know it's something that needs to be changed, yeah, maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe, like, you feel like, oh, this sucks. I'd rather just do the easy way. No, bro.
Yep.
Challenge yourself. Be disciplined. Like, do what you need to do. This is your one life. Don't be sitting around wasting it. Don't be sitting around making excuses as to why you can't better yourself. Bro, become the best version of you. Why not? And why not start today in October, baby? Great challenge, Zane. That was fire.
Hell yeah, bro.
On the spot, but yeah, we're 42 minutes into it. I like that time. I think I've been going for like an hour, averaging an hour lately.
40 is pretty nice.
I think
Especially
40
when
is
you're
good.
rewatching them, bro.
Yeah, bro, the cat. The cat was in.
She can't come in here, bro. I got too many people that are allergic to cats, for real.
Dude, yeah, I'm allergic to cats, but we had no sniffles, no Kleenex use, and we killed it, y'all. Zane, was it fire like that? Was that exactly what you wanted? Is there any
Dude.
last thing you want to say?
Just thanks for having me on, for real. Like, I mean, I told you
Of
I had a
course.
little bit of butterflies in the stomach to start up. I definitely feel a lot better now
Dude,
that we got it done and we got through it. But, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Of course, bro. I think that's crazy because I used to even get butterflies on my own podcast. But I'm just glad that I've got to the point where, bro, I was so hyped up to come here today. I was talking to Macy in the car, and I was like, I'm just so excited. for
Yeah,
this.
awesome, bro. That's fire.
It went great. Like, I don't know.
Shit,
It's always fun.
I get butterflies when I get ready to do my drops every week sometimes.
Really?
Yeah,
You're like
bro.
hyped up. Like,
Well,
when you're about to post it, are you like, let's go, baby?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like at the same time, like this drop, I dropped about 460.
Oh, wow. So you, like,
Yeah.
have to do good pretty
Yeah,
much.
bro. Like I usually drop around 2 to 3, but like it's just like, am I gonna make it back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's
and then again, you gotta think you will make it back.
eventually.
If not this week, then this year, and if not this
Right.
year, then the next 5 years. Bro, you're gonna get it out
Yeah,
eventually.
facts.
So I don't know. That's another thing people struggle with is short term thinking, bro. Like
Mhm.
if you're not seeing success in a week, don't quit, bro. Just keep going. Like, if you stay consistent, shout out NVT for this. Consistency is key. If you stick with it for 5 years and put in honest work, bro, there's no other choice than to succeed. There's really not any other choice. If you're putting it on, if the work matches the dream, you can accomplish anything. That's something I've always thought about. But all right, we can ramble all day, all night, but I'm gonna end this because I gotta edit this tonight. So hell yeah,
thank
bro.
you for having me on, bro.
Of course. That was it was sick. I'm gonna cop something now.
Hell yeah, bro.
Let's
That was.
see. Hey, love you guys. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to rate 5-star on Spotify. Someone was hating
right now.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Someone was hating and put me down for a 1-star, so now it's all messed up. I have like a 4.9 rating. But if we get enough 5 stars, it'll cancel out the hater. So yeah, help me out. Love you guys. Zane, it was fire. Go follow Source Collections on Instagram and go cop something from the new drop coming this week.
Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big
Tomorrow.
Monday.
All right. I'll catch y'all next time. That was heat.
I'm gonna go rate this real quick.
Dude. Oh no. I'm gonna have to cough. I might have to cough.
Turn around.
Why does it fit so perfectly? Like, it's just asking for me to spend money. Do I look like a coach?
Yeah.
Let's go, 50-yard line.
Wait, I want to look at some pieces too.
Dude.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a Challenger's bag.
You bundled up in here.
Brought out the favorite shirt.
Yes, sir.
See it in person, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all see it in person through the camera.
Just look at it hard enough.